Welcome back, everybody, to the seventh episode here in the Boardwalk. So, the Boardwalk has gotten pretty long now, and we are near making the stub to the Boardwalk. So, we are nearing the end, which is pretty cool. But in the previous episodes, we made the funhouse, which is to the left, and some flat rides, which is to the right. And the problem presented itself: what are we going to do in the middle? And so, my solution is to put a diner. And originally, in the original plans of this boardwalk or pier, we were going to put a diner somewhere. And I didn't really know where until this came up, and it was perfect. So now we're just making the diner. So in this episode, there is a lot of trial and error. You just saw there that I took out the buildings and then put them back in, just trying to get a feel of where things should be. So the original shops that we have in there are the Chief Beef, which is the red one, the ATM, which is in the middle, and then the Gulpy Energy Drinks, which is the yellow one. And those are two of those are going to get changed. One, as the Chief Beef, is going to become the Just Ribbon from the World's Fair Pack, which it gives you a barbecue style meal. And then the ATM is also going to be changed into a gumball machine. And the background from the gumball machine is in the Midway Games episode. I actually wanted to put it somewhere in there, but I really didn't know where, and then it ended up didn't fitting, or wasn't fitting, so I just left it out completely. And so this is where I can get it. So yes, that is something that we are changing with those shops. So, and then now we have finished the exterior walling. Well, not exactly. We're still trying to get some exterior detail. So the one of those things is putting in these corner pieces. These pillars are also going to be changed, and then the front entrance is also going to get changed to the other one, which bulks out a little bit because I actually found a solution, which I'll talk about later on near the end of the episode. But we are also going to do the interior to this building, and that's going to be in the second half of the episode after we finish the exterior. So we're putting in all the American style classical feels to it. We're not changing any of the default colors really. It just kind of gives it more of a classical feel to it. And then I also said in the last episode that we were going to use the red, white, and blue flowers because they ended at the end or near the end of the funhouse. So we are going to use those just right in front of the windows, and we're just going to incorporate it just that last time. But some problem with this building that I just figured out now is that what are we going to do with the back? Because it kind of looks like it's hanging off a little bit. I might just extend the concrete just to make it look like it's one. But right now we're putting in the interior walls, starting it off. This is actually a pretty short episode, so I'm kind of running out of things to say as well. So there is going to be a lot of detail, but I'll send you guys to a music session right now. Okay, so not a bunch of stuff has happened so far. We have made the changes, or are making them right now, to the facilities. Just putting the gumball machine right there. We did a change in signage a little bit, and there's going to be a little bit more afterwards. But right now, we are putting in the tables for people to sit and eat their food. So we went with a dark blue for the colors, and you'll see why in a second. We're going to copy some umbrellas over and make them red and white so that it completes the feel of American to it. And then those are also going to be added to the flowers, which is coming later. So now we're just going to do a little bit of benches and bins. But before we put the bins inside of the diner, we're actually going to do the trick where we make people not be able to go through the walls. And so I use the same trick for making the name for the park. When we had the guy taking the picture in a couple episodes ago, we put these in to make sure that he didn't get trampled by people. And these actually block the in-game people, so now they will not go, or the hope is that they will not go through the wall. So hopefully that works, fingers crossed. But now we can put in our bins and continue with our interior design for it. We are going to put in some plants in the inside and outside, but we're going to also put in some signage. So we put in the Gulpy, just a little bit of branding, and also some just ribbon to give it a little bit more, not Gulpy, oh my gosh, a little bit more branding. And now we're going to put in these area lights, and we put these in showing, so it doesn't look like the light is coming from nowhere. So now that that's in, we are going to do some more work. We just fired our people because I just noticed that there are actually people there and they're not supposed to be there. So we're going to start our planting time now. So the first thing we did was put in the American plants, obviously. And then next, we're going to actually extend our rock work from the kickflip over to the exit. And so that's actually just a little bit easier transition wise, I would say. But after this, we are almost done, actually. So we're gonna put in this sign. Well, there's actually gonna be two signs. They're gonna be the same thing. They're gonna say the same thing. It's just gonna be on the outside just to say that there's a diner here. So the colors, the background color is of red is not going to change, but the outline is. It just says diner on it. It's a dark blue interior and then the black outline with the red background. I think it looks pretty nice actually in the end. But that's about the last thing that we do besides these lights that we were gonna put on. So I was thinking about the nighttime. Nobody's gonna see this arrow, so I put in these the emergency lights from the Studios pack that are go on the emergency vehicles, but just to give it the pop of light. So that's going on right now, and this is actually the last thing that we do in this episode. So it is about time to say goodbye, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. It's a pretty short one. It's kind of just a transitional period, but have a nice day and thanks for watching.